everybody, my name is Beck. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I look a little bit crusty because I just finished a long day of work and I also filmed one other video before this. So today I'll be going through all the books that I want to read before 2023 ends on my December TBR. But by the time you're watching this, I am no longer in this location. I'm on vacation and I will reply to comments ASAP. And if you have anything you'd like to say to me, feel free to leave me a message on my Instagram page and I'll respond as soon as I have access to internet. I have a couple of series I would love to finish by the end of the year. You heard me right, series, because I will start the first book of the series and I won't continue. I have every intention, especially I feel like usually the second character or the third character of the series is usually the best ones because they start off with a bang and then I see them pop up here and there and I really want to learn more about their story. What ends up happening is I drop the series and I move on with my life, unless it's something that's quick and easy to digest. Then I will try my best to read it. And I've been really bad lately because I've been rereading the same things over and over again. I need something comfortable and that's what usually ends up happening most of the times. The very first series I want to finish is King of Sins, so Anna Huang's 7 Deadly Sins. My books just fell off the ground. So I've read The King of Wrath, the first book of the series, and I would like to start on King of Pride and King of Greed. I don't know if I'm going to take more than one book on the plane. I do have the Kindle versions for King of Pride, but at this point I might have to buy the Kindle version of King of Greed in order for me to read all of the books. This one, I think it's like billionaire romance. They're all billionaires, so I don't know. I actually don't know too much about this one because I forgot at this point, but I know it's between Kai and Isabel. Don't know what the tropes are, but this one is what I'm anticipating for. I've heard really mixed reviews about it. I'm trying my best not to watch any videos about this, but the promotion got to me. Like whenever someone was talking about this, I was so excited. This is a marriage in distress. It's not usually my cup of tea, so it's a little bit of like second chance romance kind of situation, a lot of angst and a lot of like drama. I do have the audiobooks for this. I don't know if I'm gonna bring this on the plane. I'm most likely only gonna pack like 2 books with me because that's a lot of luggage. I'm gonna have to buy the Kindle version of it. Don't look at me, I am ashamed of myself. But there's that. That's the first series that I'd like to finish before 2023 ends. Second series I would like to finish is this is called the Billionaire Dream series, or the first book is the Fine Print, so I call it the Fine Print series. I'm pretty sure that's not it. So I have Terms and Conditions and Final Offer. This one is a fake marriage of convenience. This one I'm actually not too sure. I completely forgot on top of my head, but I do know who the couples are in this, and I did not like the Fine Print, but this one I'm very interested in because there's a lot of angst and it's very pretty. I actually like this version more than this one. Again, they don't match because they decided for this book in Australia, the Commonwealth, to change it to this. So now I have to hunt down the third copy to look like. You know what? Never mind. The only reason why I want to finish this series, I heard really good things about the second and third book. I always say that. That's my go-to line. Is because I want to read Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher, same author. This is in the same universe. Oh, it's the Dreamland Billionaire series. It's like right here. Anyway. So I would love to read this. This is like one of her latest releases and it is childhood rivals to lovers, architecture. Look at that. It's amazing. This is like up my alleyway. I really want to read this. I think these books are in the same universe and they might make a cameo in this one and I need to know. I need to know. Unless I'm mistaken and someone can correct me and I can read this as a standalone, the moment I will drop this. But I do want to finish this series. Next, I have the Ali Hazelwood bundle. I have Love Theoretically and Check and Mate. This is the latest purchase. It came out at the same time as Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. YA Contemporary Romance Chess Rivals to Lovers. And this one is also... oh, this one's Marriage of Convenience. Anything Ali Hazelwood writes, I would read. Is it kind of repetitive at times? Yes, but I heard this one is better. But I've also heard some mixed reviews because I accidentally listened to a very basic analysis of this for a minute and I had to stop because it might sway me. So I'm trying to go into this one blind. I don't know if I'm going to make a video of what I'm going to pack in my bag, so we'll see. This is another very anticipated read for me. I have Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. This book was originally $35. I think it's still $35 at Dymix, if not $30. And when it came out at Big W for $19, I was cringing a little. It's a price that I can afford. So the second book is coming out in January. So I have a mixed bag feelings about this one. I can probably read this next year, but I am very intrigued. This one is Rivals to Lovers once again. Rival newcasters, and like people I follow on the Book Talk, the Booktubes, the Book Twitter, the Bookstagram have recommended this book. Everyone has given it many praises. I finally caved in and bought it, so I'm having high hopes for this one. I really want to read this because I do love me enemies to lovers, rivals to lovers, anything to do with hatred. I know there's something wrong with me, but it sounds amazing. I think it is a duology and I would like to read this, but closer to the release date of the second book. I'm feeling dehydrated. I've been talking so much for the past 2 hours filming this. Slay, I'm filming this on a random Wednesday. I would like to start this and finish it. I have Icebreaker by Hannah Grace and Wildfire. First and second book. The third book got announced recently and I love the cover. Looks really cute. I don't even know the couple, but I do know a couple in this one because it's been talked about so much. Figure skater, hockey player romance, and this one is second chance romance or like a one night stand kind of situation. If I didn't have to go to the office like 5 days a week, I would have like easily finished this, but ever since I started like a full-time gig, going to the office 5 days a week, it has been rough. But that's what plane rides are for, right? Let's hope we can do this. I also want to read Pucking Around by Emily Rath. I've got the audiobook. I bought the audiobook. There might be hope if I do 3 times speed. But again, I don't know. My Fitbit is telling me to move. So I've been sitting down talking too much. But this is a why choose hockey romance. Here's to hoping. But this one has less chance of being read. So, but fingers crossed. I've got Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mahera. Penguin did an amazing job advertising this book because it was everywhere. Got to the point where I just wanted this before it came out months in advance, and the moment it came out, I bought it day one. Have I read it yet? No. The moment I figured out it was like a free book kind of trilogy situation, I got annoyed because I would like to have all 3 at the same time, but this is the first book of the trilogy like I mentioned, and as the title suggests, it's Assistant to the Villain. She is assistant to the villain, so workplace romance. We love a morally grey hero, you know, villain, but I don't know if I can read it as a standalone or if there's going to be a cliffhanger. I don't know. Last but not least, I would like to finish this series. I read the first book, mixed bag about it. I know a lot of people love it, but there's a lot of issues I had with Knox. Mentioned it many times in my previous series. To finish Things We Hide from the Light and Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score. Not that much interested in this one, but I would like to finish this. This one is what I want to read so bad, but I can't bring this with me. It's too chunky. Like, I'm a little bit delusional because these are very thick books, but this one I did finish. I think this book took me months to read because I would read it and drop it and read it and drop it. It got to a point when the audiobook came out and that's when I could finally finish it. Eventually, I did come to like Naomi, the female protagonist of this book. I hate Knox. I'm sorry. If a man said the things that he said to me, I think I would have left, and that's why I'm not featured in a romance book. But moving on. Really want to read this one. This one I'm so keen with because I do like the brother in the book, but this one. But I have to read this one first in order to get to this one. So one of them is kind of like enemies to lovers. This one is friends to lovers? Strangers? I don't know. It's a small town romance situation, and this one's definitely enemies to lovers, which is why I am so keen because they hated each other for many years and nobody knows why they hate each other. But I would like to know, but I have to read the book to know. This one, I'm lying to myself. I also have Book Lovers by Emily Henry, which I cannot be bothered to get because it's another pile of books that I need to sort out. I would love to finish this. I have the audiobook for this and Book Lovers. I have read every other Emily Henry book out there except for those 2 and this one. I don't want to cry. I really don't want to cry reading this one because I heard it was sad and emotional. I have cried every single time I read an Emily Henry book. I also cried when I read Beach Read. It made me too emotional. And I need to be in a good mental headspace to be reading these books. Do I have more books that I like to finish? Yes, but this is like I'm gonna narrow it down to these books. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what books you'd like to finish this year. And I need to finish some of them before I have an excuse to buy more, because I just end up reading the Kindle version. I do have a couple of arcs that I like to finish. Ideally, I like to finish all my arcs that I currently have. And for the physical book component of it, this is all I have. I have a lot more books that I need to go through, but these are my top priority. I feel like I'm a freaking liar, but anyway, I can hope and I can dream. So once again, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. The lights went out. I've been talking so much. Leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say to me. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content from me. Hit the bell for notifications. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!